Do I remember how to speak to a camera? I don't know. I am somewhat ashamed to admit that it's 10:45 and I've just finished getting ready for the day. This is what happens when you work for yourself, you work from home. To be fair, I did some admin stuff this morning. I had to book in a wisdom tooth removal. It's Black Friday time right now and Myer's sale is actually incredible. I went a little wild, I bought a bunch of stuff. Some of it has already arrived, but I've got to go pick up some more of it now, so you can come along with me. I don't buy a lot of treats and things for myself very often, so it's been my birthday recently, so this was like a birthday treat to myself. I might have gone a little crazy though. Outfit of the day. This top is from Forever New. These pants are Supre or Cotton On, I think. And these shoes are from Taquito or Taquito. That's actually a little sneak peek of my Myer order. Let's go. It is so stinking hot right now. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating like a sinner in church. It's hit 31 degrees, which means it's inside time for the rest of the day because outside is disgusting right now. But I just picked up a bunch of packages, so let's go through them. Let's do a mini haul. I cannot believe how hard I have been sleeping on Myer. I'm not sure I would ever really buy anything full price from there, but when they do a sale, they go all out. Their Black Friday sales right now are incredible. So I went a little crazy. My style has changed a bit recently. I am dressing a little bit more like mature professional vibes, and Myer definitely caters to that. Look how beautifully this is packaged. So the first thing we've got is this halter neck vest top thing. How cute. It's got a peplum, which I feel like is so flattering. It definitely gives like 2010 vibes with the peplum. And ooh, I've just felt there's a little bit of boning. That's nice. I love some boning. Not like that. One thing I am really interested in is sizing. I've had some weird things with sizing. This is a size 12 and might be a size 10. We shall see. I have to say, some of the things that are coming back right now, like the bubble skirt, I'm not as much of a fan of, but peplum, give me a peplum any day. Absolutely love it. This has actually got kind of similar vibes to what I've got on right now. There's a theme, can you tell? Okay, first cap off the rank. This is so cute. I think it's just like a really flattering shape. I am struggling to figure out if this is the right size for me or not. I think the proportions are just a little strange because I feel like it fits really well around the bust, but there's like heaps of room around the waist and that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. But this halter here, like I've got a lot of like gap there, so I'm thinking that needs to be tighter. Maybe I just need to get it like taken in a little bit at the neck. I don't know. Or it's supposed to sit a little wide like that. I don't know, but it's really, really cute. Let me know. I mean, leave a comment if you think that I should size down, or I think even if I did size down, the shape of the halter would still be the same. So I'd probably still get that like gaping thing happening. But I feel like even with that happening, like it's just really cute. And I am being picky. Oh, I love the peplum. I love the peplum so much. This I am really curious about. This top is from, oh, my battery is about to die. Hang on, my battery is dying. I'll be right back. This next top I'm really curious about. It's from City Chic, and I didn't realize that City Chic goes down to a size 10 because they're like plus sizes. So this is a size 10. I'm really curious if it fits me or not, but I just thought the design was really cute, and I've never bought anything from City Chic, so it was really cute. I was curious. Let's see if it works. If not, if it's too big, then I guess I'll just return it. Look how cute. I love the cowl neck. It's another like kind of halter top vibe. Love this color. Okay, so far so good. So far I think it looks pretty true to size, which is great to know because that opens up a whole new brand for me to shop at. I love the cowl neck. It's another like halter kind of situation. I think the color is really, really nice. So yay, excited to try that on. Okay, I might have been a bit optimistic. There's definitely way too much fabric going on right now. There's just like so much fabric at the neck. I do like that it's longer, but I think it is a little too long. It's like almost a dress on me. Look, we tried a new brand. This brand is not designed for me, and that's so fine. But I do maintain the color is really cute. The style is really cute. The sizes are just like a little different. It's fine. So yeah, this one will definitely be going back. These pants are from Taquito. They're the high rise wide leg petite pant, and there's actually been quite a journey to track down these pants. I originally saw these at Myer in Garden City. They only had them a size 10, and I thought usually I'm like a size 12, sometimes even a size 14 in bottoms. So I thought, oh, size 10, no, definitely not gonna fit, so I won't even bother trying them on. They didn't have my size, no worries, that's all good. And then I tracked down a size 12, and they didn't have the petite version, they only had the regular version, which I actually have. Let me grab that. So I tracked down the regular ones in the size 12, came home, tried them on, too big. So now I'm thinking, damn, am I actually a size 10 or do I just need to get size 12 tailored? They're also really long, so hey, the petite would have been better. So I ordered the petite ones and they cancelled my order, and then I tried ordering it for click and collect at a different store and they cancelled my order. Anyway, I finally got my hands on them. So I am really curious to see how these fit, if they fit better. If they do, I'll return the size 12s. Whichever ones don't fit, I'll just return the other one. But I definitely think this length is gonna be much better for me. I'm like 165 centimeters, which isn't super short. I never thought I would be wearing petite clothes, but here we are. Okay, so these are the size 10 petite pants. The pants are so difficult to shop for me because these are the size 10s. They fit perfectly around the waist, like ideal, but they're a little snug around the thighs, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit of camel going on, you know? The length is also really nice. That's like perfect length for me wearing my like runners. But I do feel like they're a bit small. I do feel like they're a little small. Let me put on the 12. I'll show you what the 12 looks like. These are the size 12s. I can tell you immediately, they fit so much comfier. So yeah, I feel like these are definitely gonna be the go over the 10s. They are a little big on the waist, which makes them sit a little low. Like they're supposed to be high-waisted and they're sitting at my belly button right now. So they're supposed to be up here. I could always get them tailored in. You know what else I could do? Wear a belt. I could simply wear a belt and that would solve the waist problem. But they've got like nice room around my thighs, which is so much more comfortable. There could be some slight sizing differences between the petite and the regular. I feel like I've always heard petite is more of a thing on like how long they are, like it's for short people, not necessarily small people, but maybe the sizes are also slightly smaller, who knows. But the petite pants are like sold out everywhere, so I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to kind of like cut my losses with the petite pants and just go for the regular ones. They are a little long, like super long, so I might need to get them taken up a little, I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep the 12s, maybe get them taken in a little at the waist, maybe get them taken up a little bit. These pants were literally like 50% off, so they were like $50 for nice lined like pants. They're really nice, and I've been looking for like white pants for ages. I was looking for linen pants, and I honestly would still like some white linen pants, but my thing is I really struggle with the fact that you can see the pockets. Like no white pants are lined, so you can just like see straight through them, which bugs me so much. But these ones are lined. You can like barely see the pockets through. There's not really anything. Yeah, I think these are definitely to go, the size 12. All that chasing up just for me to return the petite ones. Feels a bit overkill for them to use this whole box just to deliver this. This is just a really cute lunchbox by Vu. Is it pronounced Vu? I do take lunch with me when I go to uni, so she's cute. She's just nothing, I mean, nothing too crazy. She's just really cute. I think she came down to like $20 on sale, so, you know, just one of those practical things, but in a cute color. And I do have two other things to show you that were delivered a few days ago. I honestly, when I put in this order, I thought everything was going to be delivered in one package, and suddenly I've got like 7 different packages and some things still haven't arrived, so I'll show you things as they come in. But these are some runners, again by Taquito. I need to figure out which one it is because it honestly might be one of my new favorite brands. They're just these really simple pink and white runners. They go with so much of my wardrobe. They're so cute and nice and comfy. I do struggle with flat runners like this sometimes because they're not quite as supportive as like platforms or thicker soles, but so far I've worn these twice and so far they're super comfy. I think these came down to like $30 or something as well, which is such a steal. And I almost forgot. How could I forget? I also got a sheet set. It's Christmas time. It's my favorite time of the year. I love Christmas so much. I honestly start listening to Christmas music in like July and then don't stop until Christmas time. But once it gets to Boxing Day, no more Christmas. Christmas is done. Anyway, I've got these sheets. I've never owned Christmas bedding, which is so bizarre to me given how much I love Christmas, but it's just this really cute like Christmas tree, like painting sheet set. It came with 2 pillows, a sheet, a fitted sheet. I think it might be time to change my sheets to Christmas. If you don't know or you haven't already picked up, I'm quite the pink girly. 90% of things that I own are pink. If there's a pink option, that's what I'm gonna get. So I really liked the idea of having my Christmas sheets be like green and not have any red on them, because then I can put them with red for like ultra Christmas vibes, or I can put them with pink and have it kind of like blend in with the rest of my stuff a little bit more. So I just thought that was a really good choice to keep it versatile for me. I've got to get rid of all that trash, but I just got a notification that I got a brand new student that has booked a lesson. And I am having all sorts of trouble with my system right now. It's usually synced with my calendar, so it blocks off time that I'm not available, but it's just stopped doing that for some reason. So I'm just trying to chase that up a little bit as well. If you didn't know, I am a singing teacher. I'll give you guys a big update on my life. So much has happened since my last video, so I will give you an update. Okay, business owner hat off, Hannah hat back on. I just had to get in touch with admin for the booking website that I use, and they're gonna email the developers for this glitch that I've had. Anyway, so I actually just wanna check, when was my last video? Like, what was the last update that I gave you guys? Because I feel like it was back when I was doing like burnout diaries. Is that my last video? Which, by the way, that series, dead in the water. There's a whole problem with the fact that me recognizing that I'm burnt out and then going, oh, let's start this like project, this like commitment thing. That was never gonna happen, because when you're burnt out, you don't necessarily have the facility to do that. Anyway, yes. My last video was my Sydney travel vlog. Wow, okay, that was 5 months ago. A lot has changed. What was I doing in June? I'm going full like detective. I'm going full detective on this. What was I doing 5 months ago in June? I don't even know if when I filmed that video I had returned to uni, or if I was even thinking about returning to uni. Okay, so here's what happened. So if you've been watching for a while, first of all, welcome back. I was at uni at the start of the year doing speech pathology. It was not what I had hoped it would be. I didn't enjoy it, so I dropped out like 3 weeks in. And then I went back to my corporate job for a while. I was working part-time, dealing with burnout. And then I re-entered the world of musical theatre after 4 years. Did a production of All Shook Up, and then partway through that process I auditioned for a production of Legally Blonde. It was a paid production, and I wanted it so bad. Elle Woods is one of my favorite musical theatre roles ever. She's an icon for a reason. I am also, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am very good at playing her. I played her in uni. But unfortunately, when we did Legally at uni, it was in the middle of COVID, so no one got to actually like see me play Elle, which was such a shame. And so I was really excited about the concept of playing her again, having it public so people could actually see it, and then also getting paid. So I was really excited about this. And so I got to the callbacks. I got a callback for Elle. I walked out of that audition feeling like I just like absolutely killed it. I felt really confident, really comfortable. I didn't feel like insecure going into the audition the way that I have previously, which is massive. That's part of the reason why I stepped away from theatre in the first place, was to get a healthier mindset around it all. So that was really exciting to, you know, have that audition experience and then it not shatter my world when I didn't get the part. It was a bit disappointing, but it kind of like sparked something in me, and I went, okay, I'm not playing this role in this show. I need to do something else. And so I ended up applying for a Master of Music Vocal Pedagogy at the Queensland Conservatorium. I had been thinking about teaching for ages. It's actually something back in high school that I spoke to my singing teacher and I said, hey, maybe when I leave high school, I want to teach singing, because I've always loved singing. Singing's always been my favorite thing. Out of the trifecta of musical theatre. I did my work experience at high school as a singing teacher, but it's just something that I've never really actually dug into, and I'm fascinated by the voice, so I applied for this course super last minute, and I got in, and it was all very last minute. There have been some changes to the course recently, and yeah, I had a semester where I was the only one in my cohort, which is really strange experience. I think there'll be more people joining in at the start of 2026 because I'm doing the slightly longer degree because I don't have any teaching experience. So I think there'll be a few more people who join at the start of next year because they will have teaching experience, so they can kind of skip the early extra units. But yeah, very strange semester. I quit my corporate job. I have been teaching. I joined a music school. I was supposed to be teaching in a music school, and then I got 2 months and they never got me a student. And I said, I'm actually gonna stop holding this time for you guys, and I'm gonna start advertising that time as private studio time, so that then I can get more students. And yeah, so I've been doing my private studio for 3 months now. I've got 7 students now, 2 of which I've not taught before. They're actually starting next week, but I've got 7 students on my roster that have signed up with me. I'm doing casual lessons, so that's really exciting. I'll leave my website in the description if you're in Brisbane and you want singing lessons. They're really affordable. That's one of my things. I've priced them really affordably because I don't have a lot of experience. I'm just trying to get a good reputation out there. I'm still learning. I'm still, feeling everything out. So yeah, lessons are really affordable. If you're in Brisbane, hit me up. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm now I've left the corporate world, thank God. I'm doing my singing teaching, which I'm absolutely loving. My private studio stuff, I'm just having the best time with it. I'm still auditioning for shows, would love to do some paid shows, things like that, but it's not the center of my universe anymore the way it used to be, which I think is a really good balance for me. And I'm finally bringing back the content creation. Guys, I have been sleeping on my YouTube. I think honestly uni just got really stressful really quickly, and I felt like I didn't have the capacity for this, but I've missed it. I've missed you guys. I missed this being part of my personality, And I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing friends of mine close to me that are doing really well in content creation, that have been doing it for nowhere near as long as me, and I'm thinking, Hannah, that could be you if you actually committed. So, anyway, things are kind of lining up. I am very much, you wouldn't be able to guess it given that I literally just gave you a haul, but I'm very much living my broke girly lifestyle because I'm barely making any money with my teaching yet, but thankfully I've got savings and inheritance that I can, dip into a little bit, which is helping me can I get things set up, because yeah, that's where we're at. Great thing about teaching as well is that I work from home. Woo! So I get to be in the aircon all the time during Brisbane summer, which is so good. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm on the back end of a cold right now, and I'm still super congested. I literally got sick on my birthday. So rude. Hang on, I think my water's boiled. I'm just making a really simple chicken pesto pasta. This is potentially my first time buying pasta that isn't just the generic brand, so I feel fancy. The only reason I bought this pasta is because there was a Coles cart, a click and collect cart in front of the generic pasta, and I was feeling a little socially anxious, so I didn't ask them to move so that I could reach the pasta. So yeah, I'm getting the luxurious experience. And then sun-dried tomato pesto. And I'm gonna defrost. I've got some rotisserie chicken here. I got this a while ago because I was hoping that if I got the rotisserie chicken instead of just cooking chicken breast at home, I was hoping that would make me more likely to eat it. And I had some plans for wraps and things, but Unfortunately not. I really struggle with food. Let's not get into that right now. It's one of those, it's just one of those things that unfortunately, I wish I was just one of those people who could eat anything, but unfortunately that has never been me. And here comes the tricky part. Every time I have no idea how much pasta to put in the pot. I feel like, let's just go. Yeah, let's just do half. Other random little fun fact. Have you noticed my ring? This is my grandma's wedding ring. How beautiful. How cool that I have that and that I could just wear it every day. I am not much of a ring person. I've never worn rings, but since I got this, I've just been wearing it and I am really enjoying it. I feel like I need to invest in some nice sparkly rings. But yes, anyway, I feel like I was talking about something earlier and I've just completely forgotten. That happens all the time for me. Have I got any matcha drinkers watching? Because I am so tempted to get some matcha. I just feel like, especially now that I'm working from home, having a little like beverage, a little drinky drink to sip on that I can make from home so it's cheaper. I just feel like that would be really nice. And I've barely had any matcha in my life. Most of the matcha I've had recently has been really bad. I think because matcha growing in itself is such a like intense process and everyone wants matcha now. I think the quality is just really degrading. People are like selling fake matcha, but I've been really tempted to buy some matcha lane matcha and like get like the little accessories, the little whisk, make a little matcha. I feel like that sounds really nice, but I would love your opinion. Has anyone tried matcha lane? Do we like it? Do we have any other suggestions? Is matcha overrated? Let me know your opinions. Alrighty, and it is teaching time. I've got my little teaching corner here. We unwrap the piano. Oh wow! This is where I'll be for the next 2 hours. This is actually gonna be my first time having back-to-back students, which is exciting. Usually, like in the past, I've had like at least half an hour in between students. So this is exciting that I've got back-to-back. I feel like it's gonna be a little tiring, maybe? I don't know. Because there's not going to be like that gap to reset. Obviously I'm not going to film my students because that would be weird, but I'll check back in with you later. Okay, in an unexpected turn of events, I only had one student today. First student went really well. Absolutely adore teaching her. She's doing great. She's opening a show tonight. So exciting. I'm seeing it tomorrow. That's going to be so fabulous. And then my second student, I like finished up my lesson with my first student like a few minutes late and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just be running a little late, that's fine. And then like 15 minutes past the lesson start time goes and I send him a voice message. I'm like, hey, just checking in because we had a last minute change. I'm thinking maybe I wasn't clear with the date. Maybe he thought I meant next week. Yeah, no, he started a new job recently and it's a little bit unpredictable. So I think it's just thrown him off a little bit. So yes, I only had the one student today. Anyway, it's time to get the sheets on. I've got my Christmas sheets ready to go. They have been washed and dried and they're all ready to go. I do now have to decide which quilt cover set I want to go for. I could go for a classic white to really bring out the green, or I could do a pink. What do I want? I do have a pink right now, so maybe a white would be a good idea. Okay, something that I didn't think about and I didn't realize is that I got the queen-sized set because that's the size quilt that I use, but I have a double bed. And usually the sheet sets that I buy, actually, no, that's the problem. I don't usually buy sheet sets. I usually buy quilt cover sets. I've got a queen-sized fitted sheet for a double bed. It's really big. It's been a long time since I bought sheets. I probably could have bought a double, but I actually don't know if this style was sold in a double, so you know what? It's fine. It's better that it's too big than it's too small. Pull me in. Your summer cologne's got me free.
summer colognes got me falling to my knees. I don't need much, baby.
I am so excited to get into these sheets tonight. It's going to be so cozy. I was actually thinking about it, and it's probably good that I ordered the wrong size because, you know, someday I'm going to want to upgrade from my double bed to a queen size bed, and I'll be ready. And I've got these sheets for the rest of my life because they're really nice. But they do fit on my double anyway, so I actually am not super sold on just like these sheets with the white. I think it's actually a bit kind of boring, but I'm gonna feel so good climbing into these tonight. But before I do that, I'm actually going to see a show tonight. I'm going to see some friends in a production of Bear, which if you don't know that show, it's it's a lot. So I'm gonna pack some tissues to go watch that show.
I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger. We used to work, now I'm trying to make sure that we're both on the same page.
The show today was so lovely, and the show last night. The show last night was also great, but today I watched a student of mine perform in a show that we've been sending out like every lesson for the past 2 or 3 months. We've just been working on content for the show, and so I had my proud teacher moment. She did so well, and I had a real sappy moment where she came out on stage, and I got real teary, and I was like, oh, this is incredible. How cool is this that I've like had an impact on this person, and now this person is spreading that impact to everyone watching the show right now. Like, that's just so cool, and I was so proud of her. And unfortunately, I did come home and I did doom scroll. I've been really bad with this recently, and I've been seeing a few of my favorite creators making like replacing my screen time with reading videos and things like that, and I actually think that's a really good idea. So maybe I'll make something like that next, because it's actually gotten so bad. I checked my screen time the other day and it was diabolical. Let me show you my screen time, because it's bad. And it's not usually this bad, it's just recently. My daily average right now, my daily average is 7 hours. And my most used, no surprises, is Instagram. Instagram is kind of like the only social media that I use. I deleted TikTok ages ago because I knew I would just spend too much time on there, but I use Instagram to like message people, and I do like marketing for my teaching on Instagram. So I go on there to do that, and then I just get stuck. Today I spent almost 4 hours on Instagram. Yesterday it was 2 hours. The day before it was 3.5. Like, it's bad. So yeah, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole comparing myself with other people, which is never helpful. The thing that broke me out of it today was asking myself, is this helpful? Because there's that little like 3-question thing. That's like, is it helpful? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Which is like a little like phrase or motto to like think before you speak. But it also is just really helpful for like actions as well. Like, is me doom scrolling right now helpful? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And the answer to all those is no. It's never helpful, necessary, or kind to myself. Anyway, we are once again embracing the Christmas spirit. I've got my Santa mug here. Although I did see a reel during my doom scroll that was about like lead in a bunch of like ceramic mugs. So I am a little concerned, but I've had this mug for a few years. And if there's lead in it, I've already started consuming it, I guess. All right, beautiful people, that is it for this video. It is so good to be back, so I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you in the next one.